lack of private property, the cost goes up. And so we need more private property so that people can go after the American dream, home ownership. Gila County is really hurting. Greenlee County is really hurting. Like I said, the average house in Arizona sells for $300,000 or $400,000. That's a lot of money.
In Gila County, when we have about 3 million acres in Gila County, we have 97% federal and public land and 3% private land out of 3 million acres. Out of the 3% private land, 1.5% of that is owned by the mining companies. So that means out of 3 million acres, 1.5% is at a regular tax base that we would all pay. So that means that all of the emergency services, schools, and everything that's funded, the government does, is funded off of 1.5% out of 3 million acres. We oppose any net loss of private land because that's a further reduction in revenue for government services while you put it on the backs of the minimal private land owners. You're increasing their rates. When we settled Arizona, there were homesteads given. Over time, where these private lands are, big dollar corporations come in, they buy the private land, and then they'll do a land exchange and turn that over to the federal government in Gila County. Meanwhile, get 5 or 10 acres or whatever it would be down in Scottsdale for development, which has an economic impact on the county government and their coffers when you take that private land off of the tax rolls and then turn it over into something else. So in Globe, if you think about Globe, we're landlocked. There's nowhere to grow in Globe because it's surrounded by either federal land, state land, or the mining company's land. 80, 100-year-old homes would cost you what a home in Santan Valley, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 3-car garage with a swimming pool would cost. There's not enough affordable housing.